FM oníṣòwò oníṣẹ́-owó Vicinity FM polówó ọjà kájé wọ́n gbà Vicinity FM reliable dependable àwa ni o Vicinity FM unique praise ló ń pariwo pé Vicinity FM ní Vicinity 95.3 FM orí òkè téńté la wà.
Music, sports,
towards Lukaku.
Entertainment, politics, all on your darling station, Vicinity 95.3 FM, Ikejile, Ijesha.
Wake up in the morning, stretch up to the sky. Healthy foods for breakfast, give it a try. Fruits and veggies so yummy and bright. They give us energy to play day and night. Health is wealth, let's shout it loud. Being healthy makes us proud. Strong and happy every day. Health is wealth in every way. Running in the sunshine, playing with friends. Exercise and laughter, the fun never ends. Drinking lots of water keeps us feeling right. Sleeping well at night time makes us strong and bright. Health is wealth, let's shout it loud. Being healthy makes us proud. Strong and happy every day. Health is wealth in every way. In every way. Brush your teeth, keep them clean. Wash your hands, stay so keen. Healthy habits, they're the key to living well and feeling free. Health is wealth, let's shout it loud. Being healthy makes us proud. Strong and happy every day. Health is wealth in every way. Brush your teeth, keep them clean. Wash your hands, stay so keen. Healthy habits, they're the key to living well and feeling free. Mind. Healthy choices all the time. Health is wealth, we all can see. A happy, healthy life for you and me. Wake up in the morning, stretch up to the sky. Healthy foods for breakfast, give it a try. Fruits and veggies so yummy and bright. They give us energy to play day and night. Health is wealth, let's shout it loud.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon this afternoon. How are you? How is work going? How are you doing this afternoon? It's a beautiful afternoon, although with mixed weather, cold and maybe a little bit of sun out there. But I know that yes, we all are coping. It's the rainy season, yes, and during this rainy
Thank you for asking.
And during this rainy season, I know that yes, some people see it as an opportunity that all the dirt in their house, they will take it out and throw it inside the drainage. No, please don't let us do that, because it's at some point it will cause flood, and flood, if you don't want flood to affect one of our properties, please don't let us join those people trying to throw their dirt into the drainage. And apart from that, it's cold weather out there, it's the cold season. Let's endeavor to always be well covered, wearing our cardigan, our sweater. For our children going to school also, please let's get sweater for them so that they won't fall sick or come home shaking that mommy I'm cold. Please let's endeavor to do that. Yes, it's your program, You and Your Health, on Vicinity 95.3 FM, where we get to discuss some health information tips, where we get to interview our medical practitioners from different fields on a particular topic, and where we discuss on how to give ourselves a happier and healthier life. My name is IBRAHIM, and I shall part of this program for the next 25 minutes thereabouts. And as you all know, on our program, we always have our guest doctor that will discuss on a particular topic on the program. So for today, our doctor is in the house. But before that, I'll be right back.
The fun never ends. Drinking lots of water keeps us feeling right. Sleeping well at night time makes us strong and bright. Health is wealth, let's shout it loud. Being healthy makes us proud. Strong and happy every day. Health is wealth in every way.
Yes, if you are just joining us, it's your program, You and Your Health, on Vicinity 95.3 FM, Ikejile Ijesha. And you can join us on our Facebook page at Vicinity 95.3 FM. Like I said earlier, our doctor is with us in the studio, although via call. Our doctor is Dr. Rafiat Muhammad. Dr. Rafiat is a dentist, and she's going to talk to us, she's going to discuss with us on the program today some health, dental care tips and techniques. Yes, dental care tips and techniques. So, doctor, please greet the house.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Mohammed, I'm a dentist, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for accepting our invite to be our guest for the day. So, to the topic of the day, doctor, dental care. Yes, because yes, I know that every day we all brush our teeth. We all know that yes, we brush our teeth every day to avoid that bad smell to irritate those we are having conversations with. But we are unaware of some other tips and maybe steps to take care of our health, of our teeth. So, doctor, we have some dental issues. Can you please tell us some dental issues that we have? And maybe what are the earlier signs of these dental issues?
Okay, thank you so much for the question.
Yeah, welcome.
We have different oral issues and mistakes stemming from tooth decay, gum diseases, have tongue issues, and the like. And they all have their different early signs. Although we might not be able to actually detect them ourselves. That is why we recommend constant dental checkup.
Okay.
You go visit your dentist. Sorry, the weather is actually affecting me as well.
Okay.
So you go visit your dentist twice in a year.
Twice in
I
a
think
year.
you don't have any issue. But when you get there, the dentist will say something. So among the signs that you might see, or you might feel, or you might notice, but you can have sensitivity to hot or cold things. Can be seeing cavities in your teeth. However, before it gets to that stage of having cavities, a lot of things must have happened. So we don't usually want a situation where when you have issues before you come. Like we see, prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
And for the gum disease, you can be having gum bleeding, especially maybe when you brush. Because the ideal thing is when you brush, you're not supposed to bleed from a gum. The gum might be painful, might have swollen gums. So you have to reach out to your dentist to know what the issue is. But before you even start having issues, go for a regular checkup. Thank you.
Thank you. So, doctor, moving on, where individuals have different habits, and these habits it's which our teeth safe. So, according to my own research, they take teeth grinding and nail biting are common among individuals, and is an habit that harm the teeth. So, how true is this statement that teeth grinding and nail biting is an habit that really harm the teeth? How true is it?
There are different oral habits, like
Okay.
you said, and teeth grinding is one of them, nail biting is as well. They have thumb sticking as well. So, and they all have different ways in which they affect the teeth or the mouth in general. For example, like the teeth grinding, you just try and imagine with me. So we have two stones. I'm going to use two to explain. We have two stones, and they're trying to rub them against each other. You know, there will be some form of structures are going to be lost in that process.
Yes.
So the same thing in our mouth with our teeth. When we tend to grind our teeth, though some people don't do it voluntarily.
They are used to it.
Like Buddhism. Some people don't do it. Some don't even know that they do it. It's those around them that call their attention to that you're actually grinding your teeth or no. So the effect is that on the teeth, it tends to cause teeth wear. It wears the surfaces, the grinding surfaces of the teeth. Likewise, nail biting. Nail biting, it's maybe like a particular place that you're actually biting.
Yes.
Among these nail biting, let me just add, they might have situations where you put some materials in your mouth, like the tailors know they use pain. Happens that sometimes maybe when they are using pain or engineers. I don't let them start mentioning professions.
Yes,
but when you tend to put things in your mouth for a long period of time, it's going to have effects on that particular place.
Okay.
Yes. So that, for the thumb sorting, this mostly affects the children, but it tends to, the effect stems into adulthood, or let me say from adolescence to adulthood. When you from sock, you're going to create a space obviously in between your upper and on your lower teeth. That's why you see some people, their teeth don't tend to come together. They don't close together. We call that open bite. So when you have a child who is sucking his thumb, try and just stop it at early stage. Because prolonged doing of this to other dental issues or oral malabsorption in the long run. Thank you.
So you have mentioned these habits that harm the teeth. So what dietary habits should one adopt to promote healthy teeth and prevent the cavities that you mentioned earlier? Like what habits do one...
I didn't get that question.
You said you have already mentioned the habit that harm the teeth, like nail biting and others. So what the habits should one adopt to promote the healthy teeth and prevent cavities that you mentioned earlier?
Okay, when you have a problem, to stop the problem, you have to know where the source of the issue is.
Yes.
That's why we encourage constant checkup. So when you go visit your dentist, and for example, a patient with teeth grinding, you need to know what exactly the issue is. Some people might even be a psychological issue. The problem might not actually be from the mouth. So when you go to see the dentist will actually trace where the source is. They not tackle it from the source. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. If you are just joining us, it's your program, You and Your Health, on Vicinity 95.3 FM, Ikejile, Ijesha. I am Aisha Ibrahim, and so far I have with me in the studio, although via call, Dr. Rafiat Muhammad, a dentist. So she has been discussing so far with us dental care tips and technique, and we have looked at some habits and some dental issues. So now doctor, we are talking about teeth. Yes, teeth. What is the recommended frequency for brushing? And yes, the recommended frequency for brushing, maybe like how many times or how should one brush the teeth?
Okay, it is recommended that we brush twice daily. Brush in the morning, at night before going to bed. That should be the last thing you do before you go to bed.
So if someone has finished, if once you have had your dinner, you have washed your teeth, you should not even think of eating maybe sweets or something before you go back to bed.
That is not advisable.
And okay, what technique should one use for the best result of having healthy teeth?
Okay, the technique, actually, it is worthy of note that this is actually not the best way to describe it. It is usually best to describe the technique visually, like when you actually show people how to do the proper way. But I'll just try and explain.
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, you hold your brush. First, you get, we recommend a medium bristle toothbrush. Okay? And it is advisable that you change your brush every 3 months. Or when the bristles, when they become frayed, you change your brush. So you hold the brush, the correct position is around 45 degrees. And you do it, brush it in a circular motion, engaging your gum front part. So many people just focus on the front because that is where people say they talk and they smile and all. You shouldn't forget the back as well. The grinding surface where you chew, the inner surface as well. And don't forget your tongue. Like you do that for the lower and upper teeth. So when you do that and you do it in a proper way, you get it done. So we don't recommend hard. People think when you use hard brush, when they use a hard brush, then they are doing themselves good thing. That's not the way, because they are going to cause more harm than good to your mouth. So we just use medium toothbrush and do the technique in a proper way.
Yeah. So thank you. You mentioned earlier that we should brush our teeth in the morning and at night. But some people will be like, since I've brushed my teeth in the morning, what's the one of at night? What is the importance of brushing your teeth before going to bed at night? What is the importance?
Yes,
so that they will know the
things.
importance of, they should not neglect that, like they should not neglect that importance of brushing.
Okay.
Yes.
It's very important because during the day you've taken a lot of things. You've eaten, you've drank, you've taken a lot of things. And in our mouth we have a lot of bacteria. Yes. So we have normal ones. We have normal flora that they are healthy, that they are okay in our mouth.
Yes.
And we have other ones as well. So this bacteria, they tend to feed on what we eat. You get, like when you eat things, when you have particles left in your mouth, because not everybody that will eat too. Even if you eat and you rinse properly, there are
still particles. Yes.
No matter how tiny, exactly.
Yes.
No matter how tiny they are. So this bacteria, they will feed on it and they will cause other things. So if you don't tend to take everything out, then you go to bed again till the next morning. Of course, they say the more you leave them, the more harm is going to be done.
Yes.
So it is recommended. Just brush before you go to night, before you go to bed. Yes.
Yes. So we are talking about teeth, doctor. What is plague, and how does it harm the teeth? Plague.
Okay, dental plaque. Okay, we call it plaque actually.
Okay, sorry, plaque.
So,
Sorry.
So this dental plaque.
Okay.
How will I even explain it?
Okay.
There are things that we found in our mouth. Okay, you can find it in between your gum and your teeth. Whitish, some yellowish.
Okay.
So this plaque, when they tend to be hardened, when they tend to be calcified, don't realize. I mean hardened, they become hard sometimes. They form what we call calculus. So if you don't brush, thanks for asking this question.
Yeah.
So if you don't brush regularly to remove this plaque, they are going to convert to calculus. And calculus, you can't brush, you can't use your normal brush to remove calculus. Once it becomes hard, even if I was mentioning smokers, they brush, even if they create something that's more than that, it won't take it off. Unless you go for professional cleaning, it's called the scaling and polishing.
So that shows how stubborn it is.
Exactly. So it's always good to prevent this from happening. That's why you have to brush regularly and with the correct technique. It's not how far water will So you brush in the correct manner to avoid all this. Because in the long run, the accumulation of plaque and all, they also cause gum diseases. So everything is interconnected. So if you don't brush properly, you definitely have plaque accumulation leading to gum disease like gingivitis and all that.
And thank you very much, doctor. If you are just joining us, it's your program, You and Your Health on Vicinity 95.3 FM. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
All the time, health is wealth, we all can see a happy, healthy life for you and me. Wake up in the morning, stretch up to the sky. Healthy foods with breakfast, give it a try. Fruits and veggies so yummy and bright, they give us energy to play day and night. Health is wealth, let's shout it loud. Being healthy makes us proud. Strong and happy every day. Health is wealth in every...
Yes, health is wealth, and it's good for our soul, it's good for our body. It's your program, You and Your Health on Vicinity 95.3 FM. And so far, our Dr. Rafiat, a dentist, She has discussed so far dental care tips and technique with us. We have looked at the technique of brushing, flossing, I also look at the habits of that affect our teeth and so on. So, doctor, before we went on that short break, you said we should brush our teeth in circular motion and twice daily, morning and night, after our meal, after our dinner at night before going to bed. But in brushing our teeth, we'll be needing a toothpaste and a toothbrush. So can you please provide guidelines on choosing the right toothpaste, or should we say mouthwash, or other oral hygiene products? I'm not saying we should mention a brand, but in a particular toothpaste, there's something that we must check. There's something that is a particular, should I say, chemical or something that must be part of the products that we are supposed to use to brush our teeth. And what kind of brush are we advised to use, is recommended to be used? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm with you.
All right. Thanks for the question.
You're welcome.
Please. The mouth.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So the only daily thing that we recommend is the toothpaste. Mouthwash, other materials or other things that you mentioned, they are not really needed daily. They are not recommended daily. Okay? Because you find people, like when you even enter some other things.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, I don't know, where did you lose to?
Yeah, I lost you from the beginning of answering this question,
This
actually.
question.
Yes.
Okay.
Because some people will be like, okay, my friend is using this product, let me also use it. You understand? So what should we look out for in our toothpaste?
For the toothpaste, just we recommend a fluoride-rich toothpaste. So whenever you want to get a toothpaste, just check if it has fluoride in it and you're good to go.
Fluoride.
Because I wouldn't want to start mentioning names.
Yes.
Yeah. So and for the mouthwash is the therapeutic material. It's not something that you just go to the market or to the pharmacy or to the supermarket to just get by yourself. It should be recommended by a dentist for you. You understand? There must be a reason for you to be using mouthwash.
Okay.
You understand? So it's not something that you can just start using. Like, okay, I must get toothpaste, I must get mouthwash and other things. Yeah.
Okay. So the toothbrush, some people prefer hard brush. That yes, it will whiten my teeth very well. My teeth will be so clean. So is it hard brush, or is it hard toothbrush, or maybe the soft one?
Okay, we recommend medium bristle toothbrush. Okay. Like I mentioned earlier, don't go for the hard. Don't go for the soft. The soft is actually for the kids. So you use medium bristle. Because the soft won't do anything for you as an adult. And for the hard, it's going to cause more harm to you. It's going to cause gum disease. It's going to cause your gum to start receding. We call it gum recession, gingival recession. So that you now end up going back to the hospital it's like you've created more harm than good for yourself. So you don't. So it can even cause other things called abrasion. It's going to take some parts of your tooth structure. Because a lot of people that use this hard brush, they even tend to use it with force. Imagine using a hard brush.
And you're still using force.
That is not that severe. You are scrubbing the toilet or your teeth. So it's going to wear out your teeth. It causes a lot of tooth wear, different types of tooth wear. It's going to cause issues with your gums as well. So it's not recommended.
Okay. Thank
when
you.
you see hard brush, just run away from it.
Okay. So we have heard from our doctor, Dr. Rafiat, a dentist. So far we have discussed some dental care tips and technique. We looked at the frequency for brushing, the product that we should look out for in our toothpaste whenever we are going to use our toothpaste. And she also advised that we should not just get mouthwash except it is recommended by your dentist. Maybe you have one issue or the other with your teeth. So, doctor, advice for our listeners out there regarding their teeth.
Okay, the advice I'm going to give is to go for regular. Because dental care are actually not, I won't say they are expensive, but they are not cheap. And the more you wait, like the more you wait, the more the money are going to pay. It's just twice in a year. We have 365
days in a year.
We have 365 days in a year. Just every 6 months. Just once in 6 months and one in another 6 months.
Okay. Thank you very much Thank you very much for that advice. Listeners out there, I hope you have heard our doctor. She said at least maybe twice in a year you can go for your teeth checkup, so that you know maybe your teeth is decaying, maybe you need flossing, or maybe removing the yellowish or whitish plug from your teeth. So doctor, thank you so much for accepting to be our guests on the show for today, and I hope next time I invite you, you'll be able to accept our invitation.
Definitely.
Yeah,
thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Rafiat, our dentist. So that will be the end of our program here on the health for today on Vicinity 95.3 FM, Ikejile, Ijesha. I am Aisha Ibrahim, and to my producer, Oluwafunke Israel, and to my studio manager, Precious, I say thank you for bringing this program to life. So till next time, next week on the same program here on the health on Vicinity 95.3 FM, I say be careful out there. Brush your teeth twice daily, in the morning and at night before going to bed. And remember, health is wealth. And it's a cold season out there. Please endeavor to keep yourself warm, so not to fall sick or go all the way to the hospital. Okay, good. Thanks for listening, and till next week, I say bye-bye.
Makes us proud, strong and happy every day. Health is wealth in every way. Running in the sunshine, playing with friends. Exercise and laughter, the fun never ends. Drinking lots of water keeps us feeling right. Sleeping well at night time makes us strong and bright. Health is wealth, let's shout it loud.